I don't want to profiteer off an epidemic that's already killed 2,000 people. But we need to acknowledge how this coronavirus outbreak is changing the world. And yes, some companies are benefiting from that because they benefit from keeping us healthy. The first that comes to mind is Clorox. We're learning that this virus, now known as COVID-19, is unfortunately resistant and, most importantly, resilient when it comes to surfaces. Some people say it lasts for days. One product that's been able to shown to kill it, and that's that kind of surface issue, is bleach. And that's why I carry Clorox disinfecting wipes everywhere I go. I don't think there's much choice anymore. You can't afford not to have wipes of some sort because of the surface issue. You also know the bleach can kill it on contact on your clothes if they touch the virus. So you have both wipes and bleach. Now, here's what's really important. I can't recommend Clorox on this because the bleach and the wipes are just a small part of the repertoire. The company gets 34% of its sales from home care and laundry, and these products are a subcategory within that. If Clorox was struggling outside of home care, then the stock would be untouchable. Fortunately, the weakest segments right now are bags and charcoal, 21% of sales, and I think a strong enough driver can offset them. Clorox is incredibly well run. The cost savings from the restructure are coming through, and I think the stock is a buy, which is why it's an integral part of my charitable trust, as I've been telling members of the ActionAlertsPlus.com club. I talk about this. I say, look, this is a product that, well, I think you got to have. We know that even the WHO says it works. Second winner is Zoom Video. Now, every company I talk to with substantial exposure to China has been installing or thinking about installing Zoom's video conferencing software. Stay in touch with people who are working from home, which is where people are supposed to work. That's the new rule. We spoke to CEO Eric Yuan last week, and he said the phone is ringing off the hook. Now, I thought for sure the stock would go much higher just in that interview, yet it did next to nothing. Oh, now it's on the move, though, up nearly 6% today. Zoom's currently at 96. I bet it takes its 107 high out, even as it's already up 42% for the year. I can't imagine their sales slowing down just when the virus starts to spread beyond its epicenter. I wish I could recommend Cisco off its WebEx video conferencing business, which is excellent. But that's more of a large enterprise product and simply not large enough to move the needle for a big company like Cisco. Third, there's Teladoc, and that's the telemedicine company that lets you get diagnosed by a doctor from the comfort of your own home. People are starting to realize that it stands to benefit, which is why the stock roared almost 5% today. Now, we had Teladoc on 2 weeks ago. People yawned. They should have bought. Finally, I'd be willing to bless Gilead here, bound for 4% yield. Here's a drug company with the best collection of antivirals in the market. They're the ones who pretty much cured hepatitis C. If any drug company is going to solve the puzzle of what to give people who've been hospitalized with COVID-19, I bet it's Gilead. Even if they fail, the stock's too cheap to ignore here. And I do think they could probably fail because this thing seems indestructible to virals. What should you avoid? Okay, 3M, it seems so obvious, right? Makes the best surgical mask. But I don't think it works here because the rest of the portfolio has some serious problems, and the mask won't be enough to offset that weakness. It's the opposite of Clorox. I know that's a short list. While this virus has been a colossal contributor to a slowdown in the global economy, it simply doesn't lend itself to goods that are working. You've got Clorox, Zoom Video, and Teladoc on reality, Gilead on hope. That's about it. Chuck in Tennessee. Chuck.
And thank you for all you do.
Of course.
Hey, I have a small position in BBBY. I've had it for about 2 months. What's your thoughts on buy, sell, and hold? And
no, my answer is absolutely buy. I've been steadfast. I know the shorts are never going to quit. I like this new CEO. I think people don't understand that ridiculous pre-announcement that he had was worthless. He didn't need to pre-announce. I want to know who his lawyer is so I can tell his lawyer that they ought to just hang up and move on because they're not doing the clients any hope whatsoever. The company did announce a very big buyback. They do have a strong cash position. I'm looking at some of the things they said, and I read 600 million share buyback. Let's think about that for a second before we dismiss it like many of the shorts will. 600 million share buyback, and the company's valued at 1.4 billion. Well, what do you want to do? Buy or sell with 43% short? How about go to Sherman in California? Sherman.
Booyah, Dr. Cramer. Hello from sunny Palm Springs, California.
Thank you. So
is right now a good opportunity to buy more shares of Tyson?
All right, so my Chapel Trust owns Tyson. It acts absolutely horribly. I can tell when a stock acts horribly. Mostly when stocks act horribly, that means you should sell them. However, I believe in the thesis that they've got the food and China needs the food. I think maybe there's a possibility that people don't realize, or China, they can't go out or whatever. The stock acts terribly. They did say they had a bad quarter. I think that they should try to explain why it was bad. It's not clear to me. And I think the stock's a buy. My travel trusts own it, but I'm not pounding the table because there's something clearly wrong with the stock, or else it would be going higher. Right? As coronavirus fears persist, I think Clorox, Zoom Video, and Teladoc buys. There's a much more mad money ahead as the 2020 presidential race heats up. Campaigns could be ripe targets for intrusion and disinformation. Tonight I'm talking with one CEO working to protect almost all the presidential campaigns in the 2020 election cycle. Don't miss my sit down with Cloudflare. Then, it was the greatest Hollywood IPO that wasn't. But what does the CEO of Endeavor have to say about his decision to pull its public offering? And all your calls rapid fire in tonight's edition of the Lightning Round. So stay with Cramer.
Tomorrow, kick off the trading day with Squawk on the Street. Live from Post 9 at the NYSE.
It's new, Triceratops. It's new.
Yes, we may very well be.
Thank you for not calling me a brontosaurus. I'd like to think more of a T-Rex.
It all starts at 9 a.m. Eastern. Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.